Hi guys, welcome back to Sade Crochets, and I just wanted to do a quick check-in with you and show you a sneak peek of my bikini, my new tutorial that's coming out, and also at the same time do a yarn review. So the yarn that I used is called Yarn Bee. It's from Yarn Bee, and it's called Fresco Fiber, and this is the color Avocado. Isn't it a pretty color? So it has that little speckle of like chartreuse and that darker avocado color, so it actually does look avocado-y. But more about this yarn. I was able to score this yarn at the Hobby Lobby clearance sale this year, and I did clean out the entire row, and I took up another color that was called, I think, Fireside, and it was red and it had little speckles of a yellowish color. But I ended up giving that away for a giveaway. So let's check out the back. And so this is a weight 3 yarn. It's 59% cotton, 36% acrylic, and 5% other fibers. And I'm guessing that's the little specks, that's other fibers in there. So then I did find out that this yarn is discontinued. All colors are not available, which I was pretty bummed about because I do like this yarn. So I'm glad I got to work with it at all. But you can find this yarn still. I did see that it is available on Etsy and eBay. I don't know if you might be able to find it anywhere else, but I did see some sellers having the Fresco Fiber yarn in different colors on those two sites. So yeah, but this is my new tutorial that I've been working on. It is kind of like a Brazilian cut, so it's the same on both sides. And I did really enjoy working with this yarn. There are some pros and cons to this yarn, so I do like it does have a nice stretch. I like the definition of it, even though it's like not, it doesn't have any sheen at all. It's almost kind of like looks rustic or like even dry kind of. But but yeah, it still gives a pretty good stitch definition, even though it, it's not made super shiny or anything. I used to think that shinier yarns give you more definition, but that's not always true. And even with this having like it has little piles with the little extra fibers hanging out everywhere, and it still looks pretty neat and clean. It does have good stretch to it. Like I said, for bikinis, anything that can work up stretchier is good because that gives you a little bit of, leeway with fitting. So you can kind of just go a little bit smaller than normal, and then it'll stretch to accommodate more people. And what else about this yarn? One con that I didn't like about it is that it's kind of, maybe because it is actually dry, that it's easily broken. So I could just literally snap it with my fingers, and it's not that hard to do. So it might be why, that dry thing, it does kind of look dry. Maybe that's why they discontinued this yarn. So yeah, so I didn't want my single strand ties to be left alone. I don't think it would break in a chain form. I think just in the single strand form it would break. But I just wanted to reinforce it anyway, so I ended up using like a sequence yarn and just did my ties in 2 strands instead of 1 strand. But yeah, this is a sneak peek of my next tutorial. I do plan on turning this into a one piece and hopefully being able to get a matching cup to go with this bikini bottom because I do really like these. I can't wait to show you what it looks like on a mannequin because it does have really good fit. So, sorry guys. So, my overall thoughts about this yarn, it's half and half. I do think it's very, very beautiful, but I just don't really like that I could snap it in the one strand form so easily with my hands. Like, I didn't even have to try hard. I know that's happened to me before, that I could like pull apart a yarn, but after, that's like a old strand that I like reworked over and over and over. If you work this one time and try to take it out, it might pop on you while you're trying to take it out, because the little piles kind of like, they kind of get tangled in the stitch. So if you're frogging it and it gets tangled, then it might snap. But I don't think it's so brittle that it would snap, in a piece. I think it's sturdy enough this way. Yeah, but it's so. I think it's very beautiful. But working with it, you just have to be sure that you don't want to take it out, and be sure that you know what you're doing and pay attention. But that's all I got for you guys for now. I'm still working on this tutorial here, but I'll have that out soon for you all. And thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you on the tutorial for these beautiful bikini bottoms. Bye guys.